inspiration guides my bow in the endless night.
Kill the soul, reanimate the body. Their souls are mine to take.
When the elves first settled in the Elder Woods, they discovered a cavern containing magical crystals they then used for augmenting their finely crafted armaments. Miners were conscripted, and expeditions were fruitful for many years until they delved too deep, releasing an undead dragon from eons of confinement. With the dragon ravaging their homeland, the elves looked to their leader Silas, now known as the Blind King, for answers. Silas and his beloved queen, Vienna, debated paths forward. Vienna was keen on protecting the elves and slaying the creature herself. After all, the powerful royal duo had already slain 2 dragons before. But Silas was adamant this was different. This was an undead dragon. Their spells and arms would be rendered useless against its might. Silas was distraught with fear of losing his queen in battle. One night, without Vienna's knowledge, Silas ventured alone into a damned quadrant of the forest realm to request aid from cursed, trapped spirits. His desperation to do anything to prevent losing his queen gained the attention of powerful, damned beings. One spirit in particular proposed a deal. It would craft him a Death Eater weapon, one that could pierce through the veil of the undead, at the cost of his eyes. For he'd never be able to lay sight upon his beloved Vienna again. Silas reluctantly agreed. The king's eyes were plucked as sacrifice, and he was gifted a jagged bough from the branches of a foul tree. Now Silas's vision came from the cursed bough itself, and with it he secretly slew the undead dragon. But the spirit had tricked the king. Needing only one eye for the crafting of the bow, it used the other for its own liberation and unleashed a blight upon the Elder Woods, destroying many of the sacred trees worshipped by the elves. Silas had saved his people from one terror and subjected them to another. His spirit decimated by what he'd done, he could not face his people, especially not Vienna. What would his beloved think of him? And how could she accept him with his ghastly new face? The Blind King set off in search of the White Tower, hoping the mages they could reverse the spirit's curse and breathe life into the Elder Woods once more. Only after he fixed his mistakes could he bear to face his queen again.